Hey guys, my name is JessiMew, and welcome back to Slime Rancher. In the last episode, we set up puddle paradise for all of our slimes down by the docks, and we also unlocked the new treasure cracker, the last one that we need to hopefully get to work opening up those purple treasure pods. So I have just enough new bucks for us to buy this thing, so that's what we're going to purchase today. And that means all of those treasure pods that we tried to mentally make a note of, all the ones that we couldn't unlock before, we're now going to have to try to hunt down again. I know there were a few off in the wilds though, so I actually wanted to spend some time working for Ogden today. That's why I have some extra little hens in my vacpack, because we know the wilds can be a pretty dangerous place. I have tried to collect some of these cucadoba fruits in the meantime, so we just need a few more before we'll be able to get our next great reward. It seems to have something else to do with our gardens. In fact, it looks like it might be giving us like an extra tree or something. Maybe a doubling all of the items that we get from our harvests. We'll have to see. I'm sure we'll find enough cucadoba fruits for it. It all depends where we end up when we go through this thing. Oh my goodness, and we're already right in front of a whole bunch of feral slimes. Okay, guys, okay. We'll go ahead and hopefully feed them so they'll stop pouncing directly on poor Bia's head. There we go. Now they're a little bit happier, and now we can maybe try to find all of those cucadobas. There we go. I had a feeling they were probably guarding a few. They're usually much more aggressive when there are cucadoba treasures for us to gather. But what I wanted to do was find all of the purple treasure pods that we came across here before, and I know at least one of them was right by the waterfall. The large one, not that one way back there. There was one that kind of led into a secret little cave full of saber slimes. But we'll have to make sure that we collect all of these cucadoba fruits along the way. Can we even get up there? I think we're actually going to have to do a little bit of a rock climbing to get to the highest peaks. It's all well and good though, because it looks like some of these other cucadobas are very, very well hidden today. A lot of them have popped out of their little cucadoba pods, so we want to pick them up before they start to rot. It is nice to see that there are so many cucadobas for us to collect today. That means it should be pretty easy for us to get our hands on all of the last fruits that we need. But here's the waterfall, and there's the treasure pod too. So as soon as I grab this fruit, we'll see if maybe I can fly my way up to the shelf. And then we'll see if we can open our very first, what would this be, like a master treasure pod? A Mark III treasure pod? What are we gonna get? Carved rocks. A collection of rocks carved in an ancient time. Oh, that's pretty cool. So that's kind of like all of those blue coral pillars that we placed around Puddle Paradise. Oh, I bet our saber slimes would actually really loved it if we placed a couple of those inside Puddle Paradise too. They would probably feel much more at home. But where did our little kuka crackers go? There we go. Here it is, right up here, and it's going to be a little bit tricky for us to chase all of the fruits down. In fact, we might want to send out some extra chickens, just so the slimes won't be causing us any extra troubles. Now, I think I remember seeing a couple more regular treasure pods too. Things that I wanted to make sure we could open together as soon as we came back to the wilds. The only question is, where on earth were these things? I think one of them was by the rocks over near that giant pit of feral slimes. You guys probably know the one that I'm talking about. The one where we look over the edge and all we can see are angry, hungry slimes. There it is, and I think it also might be a bit infested, oh my goodness, by tars. Tar is absolutely everywhere. We should probably get rid of some of them because they're going to be a bit tricky for us to get around, especially while we're waiting for our treasure pods to open. So we'll go ahead and steal some of these cucadobas from you. Get another one of these mud balls too. Oh, it looks like these slimes were pretty busy and I completely missed that. There we go. We have enough on our mind right now without worrying about my terrible aim. But now if we head to the back of this area and we go up on top of these rocks, I'm pretty sure that's where I found another treasure pod. I just didn't want to open it without you guys watching. So let's scoot on up here. Yeah, there we go. I can just barely see it, but we're having a bit of trouble getting onto this ledge. Alright, so hopefully this is going to be another nice decoration that we can use with all of our saber slimes. Let's see. Oh, it's just a wild honey and a little bit of royal jelly too. Well, I mean, I suppose that's not too bad, but that does mean that we're going to have to get rid of our very last hen. And we just unlocked the blue slime lamp, a decorative lamp housing a happy slime, just like the pink slime lamp that we bought before. A clip-on fashion pod? Fashion pods allow you to vac up fashionable accessories for your slimes. Shoot them on something or other. I didn't read the rest of it, but oh my goodness, that looked like a little bow tie? Oh, we have to go back now. We absolutely have to go back and check out these fashion pods for ourselves. We have far more than enough of the cucadobas that we need, so where is the closest exit? That is the question. Probably right inside the cave, actually. I think one of these pathways should lead to the Firefly's cave. Though in all honesty, we could also go off this way because I think there should be an exit toward the end of these cliff sides. It's all very, very fuzzy, but at least we know that the exits stay the same. There we go, now I finally see the exit. So let's go back to the ranch, clear our pockets a little bit, and then, oh, it actually sends us back to Ogden's little retreat now? Oh, that's actually kind of a lifesaver. It used to send us right to the middle of our ranch and we'd have to run all the way back here to send in our cucadobas. So I'm very, very happy that they decided to change that. But let's at least get our next reward. We'll see what we unlocked by giving him all of those cucadobas. Oh my gosh, he's so happy. You did it. I can try out my new recipe with all of these delicious cucadobas. I really love to cook. It calms me down and lets me focus on making something nutritious for body and soul. It's funny, food only became a true passion for me after leaving my Instafood company. To be honest, I didn't leave. I was ousted by the board of directors because I tried to sabotage the company. I wanted to see it fall. We were making people sick, Beatrix. The food we sold was garbage and we knew it. It was all about the money. I wanted it all to go away, but it had become too big. I couldn't stand up against it, so I was gone. I got my ticket to the far, far range soon thereafter. And so here we are, listening to me carry on about the past instead of focusing on these cucadobas. Let's get back on track. Well, that's interesting. So Ogden really did want to change the ways of his company, but because it had grown so successful on cheap and rotten products, his partners didn't want to listen. He seems so much happier now that he's here though, so I think it all worked out pretty well for him. Get me another load of cucadobas and I'll be so grateful that I'll give you the keys to my retreat. That's right, it'll be yours to keep. Really? Good luck out there. Oh my goodness, so if we finish off all of these cucadobas, 150 more, then he will actually give us this entire retreat to own for ourselves. I guess then we'll be able to use all of those little spaces out there for corrals, maybe places to grow food of our own. I feel like that would probably be the most fitting thing for us to do here, just grow food for all of our slimes. So let's actually go back to the ranch now and see what on earth that special little upgrade did. We'll see how much it costs to, I guess, upgrade our heartbeats first. Let's see, the deluxe upgrade. A special upgrade designed by Ogden Ortiz that tweaks the garden's replicator to produce a bigger harvest than normally possible. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Unfortunately, we don't have enough new bucks just yet to spend on that. But I'm sure it won't be too hard to do. Our slimes look like they're all very, very happy munching away on their food. First things first, though. First things first, I absolutely have to see what this fashion treasure pod is. That's what they called it, right? I'm going to assume it's probably... Would it be in the lab? Or would it be somewhere else? Maybe by the 7Z upgrade area? I'm not sure. Let's try this place first. You would think maybe it would be something that we would have to buy here. Yeah, because we unlocked it with the blue slime lamp too. So the clip-on fashion pod. We shoot them onto slimes to totally up their game. It does cost a nice little chunk of new bucks though, so we're going to have to sell some plorts after all. But I don't mind, I mean, it's all for a good cause. And we have plenty of plorts to spare. I wish I could see what sort of plorts it's going to want us to use though, because I hope we're not going to sell off everything that we need. I mean, that being said, we do have quite a few plorts in here already, so I think no matter what, we should probably have what they're looking for. Just in case though, I am going to send all of this spicy tofu into our pink slime corral. That way we'll know that we'll probably have enough of these pink plorts, because those are always a source of frustration when it comes to building new gadgets. We never ever have enough pink plorts to go around. But with the last of these mosaic plorts, now we have more than what we need to actually buy both of those blueprints, I believe. So we can get our hands on the blue slime lamp as well. I feel like the game must have been listening to me, because I did just mention how nice it would be to keep a blue slime lamp right in Puddle Paradise. But first we have to buy this little fashion clip-on. Yeah, that is a little bow tie, right? That is so cute. Does that mean that we can actually place it on any slime we want? That is going to be my next question. So it's under the curios, right next to the slime stage and the slime hoop. And we do need those pesky pink plorts. Even the indigonium too. Oh, it's a good thing that we got to work mining that up from the indigo quarry. We needed a lot of it, but it shouldn't be too hard for us to get our hands on. And here's yet another one of my little secret chicken breeding areas, so don't mind that. We need so many chickens for all of our slimes that I have to stuff them in corners every now and then. But let's go back to the indigo quarry and see if all of our drills are hopefully ready to harvest from. There we go, 3 indigoniums from that drill. And I know we placed down a couple more. Alright, 6 indigonium is unfortunately not quite enough to make that fashion pod. But we do have another one of the treasure pods over here, so let's see if we can get lucky. Maybe they'll give us some indigonium? Oh my gosh, a royal fashion pod? That's like a giant crown. Oh, that is so cute. I wonder if that would be any easier for us to make. Do we still need indigonium to make like all of these fashion pods, or are some of them going to be a little bit different? Because I know we have tons and tons of resources at our disposal. These fashion pods are just picking some of the rarest. But the crown should be right inside our little fabricator. So let's see what this one takes. Some oil and some of those pink plorts. Oh, I bet we could get our hands on enough of that oil. We only need 3 more, and I know for a fact that we have some pumps hard at work over by the ancient ruins. The only question will be whether or not they'll give us enough oil, because typically I use those to gather up the echoes. So the echoes take the place of some of the resources that we would typically collect. But we'll give it a try anyway. This might be our way to work around all of that indigonium farming if we're lucky. So let's scoot on through my fancy little butterscotch teleporter. I'm very glad that I made that, because it makes resource gathering so much faster. Look at that, just 1 pump and we already have all of the oil that we need. Well, we might as well just check the others, just in case. I know I placed a couple more of the pumps around here because I just wanted the blue echoes. Yeah, here's our next one. The blue echoes will be perfect for Puddle Paradise too. And it looks like we even got a extra little gold echo out of that one. Yeah, this might be the last pump that I have outside right now. So we'll just go ahead and scoop up these resources too, and then we'll be on our way. All right, there's all of our resources into the refinery. So let's see how this works. The royal fashion pod. We're going to actually have to find a good slime to use this on. I mean, who would we want to be the king or the queen of our slime ranch? The quantum slimes, the pink tabbies. They're always very cute, but I think somebody else would probably be a little bit more fitting. How do we even use this too? We'd probably go into our vacpack somehow, right? Do we have to place it down somewhere first? Yeah, there's our royal fashion pod, so let's install that right here. And I guess let's see what it does. Oh, does this make it so we can use it on multiple different types of slimes? So if I grab one of our absolutely gorgeous mosaic tabbies and then toss him into this place right here, Oh my gosh, look at that gorgeous crown. You are literally the queen of the ranch. That's pretty fitting for the mosaic tabbies though. I think that's a pretty good match. She's the rainbow queen of the ranch. I wonder if that means that we could even use it on like gordos too? Is there any way for us to maybe, oh my gosh, fling this straight at him? We can put the tiara on Bandit. Oh, I am so tempted to. But I would kind of prefer to maybe put the bow tie on him. I think that would look really, really cute. So instead, maybe we should consider putting down our other gordo snare. You know, I would really like to put our gordos side by side. So we would have one on this side of the staircase and the other one over here. So I think that means I'm going to get rid of this teleporter for now. I'll just make sure that I fix that for next time. That way we can still go deep into the glass desert whenever we need to. But for now, let's see if we can get some Master Gordo snare. Wait a second. I just had a thought. These chickens are very, very close to where we're trying to place these down. And we've already had this issue before. These pesky little chickens like to try to sneak in before we can throw in the actual food that we want. So it is the stony hen that's the favorite food of the tabbies, right? Let me just double check this, because I don't want to get this wrong. I feel like I always get the boom slimes and the tabby slimes' favorite food mixed up, but the tabbies love the stony hens, and that means it's the boom slimes that love the briar hens instead. So let's go ahead, actually place this little Master Gordo snare down, and then we will right away chuck the stony hen into the middle. So now when we go to sleep, when we go back into our house after we chuck all of these blue echoes aside, of course, get that ready for puddle paradise in the morning. We'll go ahead and let Beatrix rest, and then hopefully when we wake up, we will see an adorable tabby gordo waiting right outside our door. Let's see. Oh my gosh, and we have a googly fashion pod now too. Little googly eyes, and there you are. Oh, you look so sweet. Now we have a tabby gordo and a hunter gordo ready to greet us on our very own ranch. Do they not make the most adorable pair? So I know for sure that I'd like to place the little bow tie fashion pod on Bandit, assuming this is going to work anyway. But should we go for the tiara with the tabby? Or should we maybe try something different? Because we already technically have the queen of the ranch, our rainbow queen, so it might be a little bit strange. Unless, of course, the mosaic tabbies are just her subjects. That could also be the case. But let me know if you guys know of any other fashion pods that I should collect. Maybe something else to place on our tabby in the next episode. And let me know if you have any suggestions for this one's name too. She definitely needs a name as well to go right alongside her friend Bandit, of course. Our two little kitties waiting to greet us every single day. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love this. This is what we needed. This was exactly what our ranch was missing, considering that literally every single other slime we have here is a tabby. So she is going to fit right in. So in the next episode, we'll get to work dressing everybody up. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys!